Okay, so here you go.
Do you see? Yeah.
Yes, we can see it.
Yeah. Hello, everybody from Estonia. I'd like to present about the Inspire implementation, how it's going in Estonia and how is the situation today and what are our future plans. Estonia is a quite small country. Then you can see where I'm talking about a little bit. Actually, we don't have such a big organization for implementation in Inspire. We have land board is main contact point and technical coordination body in Estonia. So all these national contact points and MIG members coming from land board, but there is many other different people with the metadata and some technical issues included in different boards and administrations. But data it's coming from many different boards and administrations and ministries, but mainly it's located in Estonian land boards, at least Annex 1 and Annex 2 teams. Estonian land board is located in Tallinn, but there is also regional offices in each county. And our main field activity is implementation of the land policy, maintenance of land cadastre, coordination of geoinformatics, and capture and management of geodetic, geological, and topographic data. And we are the largest nation producer of the spatial data in the public sector. And here is important that the Inspire directive was took over with Spatial Data Act in 2011. About this Inspire implementation, we don't have this kind of in-house development department or development is outsourced. So we have big Inspire implementation projects. The first project were 2011 to 2012. We harmonized Annex 1 and land board owned or managed data and made available through the Inspire compliant view services. Also, we made Annex 1 and Annex 2 metadata available through the catalog service for web. Harmonization is done by automated transformation and updating using different tools. Data is stored in a central data repository in a harmonized way, and we're using Esri software for that. And second project was finished just beginning of this year. We updated Annex 1 data model to the latest model, and we included more data in different teams. And we also harmonized Annex 2 and Annex 3 teams managed by land board, and we created also view services. And all harmonized data is available through the view service, download services also. It's even WFS or Atom Feed or both. And all the data, it's available through the Estonian geoportal. A few words about metadata. The collection of metadata is centralized through the Estonian geoportal, where is Esri geoportal metadata engine is in use. Every data owner have own appointed authorized user who is responsible to keeping metadata up to date. And here you can see that figures how many metadata records is available. Some of them are not published to Inspire catalog service because they don't contain Inspire data. In the project, there was a lot of new metadata records created for the new services, and then was discussion how to name the metadata, and we have proposal for naming the metadata records that the record can include Inspire. It means that the service is Inspire compliant and containing Inspire harmonized data. And the second thing, the team should be included here, and because most of the metadata is in a local language described and service type, so it can be easily seen in different portals in the same way. And I used this spotting director, for example, to see how this metadata is showing in different countries. So it looks that it's maybe easier to see which kind of data is available through which service. You don't have to use preview or read the data description. About the Inspire implementation status today, here is you can see which here is you can see only this Inspire compliance services containing Inspire data model data, and Annex 1 teams using now version 4 data model. There is a lot of different administration ports included to providing the data. It's harmonized to the central database. There is still some data missing, but because some data is not available, not collected, or some data it's not machine readable way automated available. And the green indicates which is open data or free services. So some data sets are not open, and so the download services is not also freely available. Here you can see Annex 2 teams, and for example, geology, we have also hydrogeology data, but because we're using S3 ArcGIS for Inspire extension, S3 server extension, so there is not included some data models still from Annex 2. It's only land cover and geology base model included. And that's why it's WFS, it's not available. It's only available through the Atom feed. And Annex 3 teams, the situation today here is showing also only Inspire compliant and harmonized data, which is available to the services. And most of the services coming from Landport central database, but this agriculture and aquaculture facilities, it's coming from Estonian Agriculture Registers and Information Board. They made a separate harmonization, and at the moment it's second local this kind of harmonization. And here is other teams from Annex 3 who's the data owners, and is there available datasets, view service or download service metadata records. So geographical features, we didn't find any data provider from Estonia at the moment. Probably it's going to be empty. And one slide about this system architecture. As said, we're using a central repository with to keep the harmonized data in one place. There is a different data providers. For example, environmental register using also ArcGIS for Inspire extension, and so maritime authorization. And they made in-house harmonization and giving us harmonized data through the S3 server service. In this converter part, all the data is linked together in one data model and made available through the different kind of services and different users. Here is this agriculture service. Separately, there can be many others, and because we have a lot of data not free and open, there is authorization monitoring between, and all the metadata is collected in Estonian geoportal and made available to the catalog service. Probably if Estonia going to join with ELF project, it's going to be extension here in the same place, and there can be different kind of data providers included future. About Autumn Feed, it was the first time we using Autumn Feed download services, and we decided that 3 formats are available, and here we're using also structured naming and data format, and update data, it's included in the file names. About transformation services, but we didn't implement any transformation services. It means that we used server-side automated transformation, different software, Python scripts, S3 data interoperability or model builder. And S3 server view and download services, they are supporting directly coordinate system transformations. We're hoping that it's enough to for transformation services. About success stories, we started quite early to make this spatial data available through web map services. The first web map application in Landport was launched in 2001 to publish mainly cadastral data and orthophotos and topographic base map. But it was very fast, very popular, and there was different thematic map application, mainly including Inspire data. 2001 there was no Inspire, but the data was already available through the view services through the map web map application. And the new version was 2007. There was already included open standards, WMS, gazetteer, and different services. And there was already used the main principles that are similar for Inspire, that they avoid data duplication, and most up-to-date data must be available directly from data producer. And also XGIS should be the main GIS component used in public sector registers, if possible, to avoid duplicative infrastructure and license paying. And different registers using until today still XGIS as the main GIS application and even produce the data. And a lot of Inspire teams are available through this XGIS map application and also view services, not harmonized way. This print screen about this app application. Here is a link. It's an English version also is available. And this is a new version launched beginning of this year. It's working in mobile devices also. And here is there is 50 or more thematic map applications available, and almost all Annex 1 and 2 and some Annex 3 Inspire teams are available through this map application interface. It's very popular, and users can use the same map interface to browse very much different kind of data. So they don't have to learn how to use different interfaces. Here is some examples, the data. So a little bit more about success stories for Estonian geoportal was launched in the first Inspire project. It should be the main map window where you can find all the Estonian state spatial data and metadata. We're working on it. It's not so at the moment. There is not much data available near the Inspire compliant data at the moment. The target is that all the meta and spatial data will be in one portal, in one map window, in one user interface, so the users can browse the data, make own maps, download the data, share the data, and so on, make own layers. There is 3 main parts. It's Inspire Services tab, where is at the moment all available Inspire harmonized services information available, metadata, links to the services, overview window, and download links through the autumn feed, for example. You can see the data, go to the map window, browse the detailed data, and then if you like to download, you can download the data. Then is this a map window where you can put different layers together and make your own maps, for example. And you can search the metadata and see which layers are available. About this public transportation service is one example. Here is used our base maps and transportation information. You can input your start and end station or address, and make sure which traffic is available, and see the route in the map, and even subscribe, send this track to the email or print it out. It's second popular web service after XGIS here in use. And there is available statistical data through the map. So you can make your own query set parameters and generate the map. There is a different kind of categories available, and then you have map, and you can have a little tuning here, transparency, year, and which kind of color schema is in use. And then you can download the data in different formats or save it to the CSV file and use afterwards in other applications. About web services, 2008 was WMS service launched, and it rised very fast, very popular, primarily in GIS and CAD users, but also in different web map applications started to use our WMS services. There is no restrictions, only you have to refer to Estonian land board and not overload the service. And the statistics, their usage start rise very fast, but now it's last years it's quite stabilized in same level. There is some peaks, but looks like it's not rising a lot anymore. And there is a different kind of thematic WMS available, basically different kind of base maps or historical maps. And also 2010 WMTS service was available to publish the base map layers, and it's this is going more popular each year. But here is some statistic. The usage is rising because users are moving to the mobile applications, and there is very good use this WMTS service. And here is some links to the different kind of more web map applications where is different kind of data available, including Inspire data. About use cases, we don't have this kind good use cases where Inspire compliant data or Inspire services are in use, or there is extended data model in use, but there is negotiation with here maps at the moment. They are testing our addresses WFS service for their automatic data update. There is problems with speed. Well, it could be server side, or it could be data model problems. We don't know yet. If you want to put the full address together with components, it can take 30 seconds or minutes per address, but there is millions of addresses. So we're planning to extend the data model with full address. And through this harmonization projects, there were a lot of different questions. If you dig in deeply to the Inspire directives and this data specification, there is a lot of questions. And but mine is kind of a bigger question for us is that we have in some teams that containing open and some restricted data, how to make this download services available. Do we do separate services, or it's a wider question, I think, to Inspire implementation. And this second thing is completeness of download dataset in ArcGIS for Inspire. There is a black box between data and service, the data what you can download to service. And there is not all alphanumeric data included what should be there. So we could have a discussion with the ESRI, but it's moving quite slowly. The answers coming quite slowly, and it's we are a little bit worried about that. And then get feature info. It's not mandatory to have in Inspire view services, but there is a same question: what alphanumeric data should be included in the answer? Because a lot of data it's in the connected tables through connected through the IDs. At the moment we're using default visual layout, but it's you can change probably through different programs to use the different user interface, and we're going to include our own national visual layout to the services also, so you can change the layout. And there is a lot small question in very detailed level. If some of them we have already put to the thematic clusters, and some of them it's we're going to put more there questions. And next steps, we have a project. We're planning the project for next years to have this Annex 3 teams harmonization and services done. We have a money application, funding application at the moment. We're working on it. And we have now own interface to update the Annex 1 available Annex 1 and Annex 2 datasets to have more and specific data included. Tighter cooperation with other authorities is needed. There is also same questions that there is no financing available, and it's extra work to harmonize or make the data for Inspire available to a harmonized way, especially with Annex 3 teams now. We have tomorrow meeting about this according to those Annex 3 first priority teams. And we have to now start negotiation with the ESRI again because there is no Annex 3 data models included in our piece for Inspire. We need those data models at least inside this year. And priority is also increase the usage of Estonian geoportal and Inspire services. We like to find new users and data model extensions for that. But just in time, thank you, Tänan, and be inspired.
Thank you, Sulev, for a very interesting presentation. I'm sure there will be some questions, and actually we already had one during the presentation. Just a second, Dan, I will enable your microphone. Dan, can you hear us? Dan?
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you pose the question now? Then we cannot hear you.
Well, Radu, you may have to open the microphones for participants again.
Okay, I will try.
You have been muted. Your microphone has been turned on.
Now they're off.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me see. Dan, can you speak now? No. Okay, let's see. Okay. Can you just then put the question on the chat? Yeah, please.
What do you mean about your platform? If you mean this central database, it's all these projects, all this Inspire development is outsourced. In land board, there is only few programming persons. At the moment, we have ability to. We have like own development server and test server, and we can now change those available converters and data models and put the new data in. But yes, all this main development is outsourced. It was the answer you needed. Yeah, probably there is in-house developments also, but we don't have development department in-house. It's same with other info systems in land board. Everything is outsourced.
Okay, Michael, you raised the hand.
Yeah, I have a question and a comment, Sulev. Thanks again for the interesting presentation. The comment maybe is to other people, because we have this recurring issue that you have basically with ESRI. So I maybe wanted to ask around the room, and maybe you can put your answer in the chat, if anybody else is using ESRI software and is having similar problems as the ones described by Sulev. And then the suggestion would be, if there are several, maybe just get in touch with Sulev and try to build a stronger case coming from several countries. The question that I had was around the statistical application that you've shown. There's a number of download formats, but they were not any of the Inspire ones. So I was wondering whether you have that in the planning somehow to also make the data available using the Inspire schemas in the future.
We have cooperation plans with them that the statistical inspired data is going to include it to this central repository. This map application was launched 2 years ago, and they didn't include Inspire there. But yes, it's going to be through the central database probably in next project. About this waste domain, I don't know about waste domain reporting is in Estonia. It's not the land board team. To the Christina.
Okay, Michael, do you have some more, or you are satisfied with the answer?
No, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay. Good. Do we have some more questions? Please put it on the chat or just raise your hand. Actually, I have one question, Sulev. So you were mentioning also ELF project in your presentation. So I didn't get. Maybe I'm wrong. So you are not participating in the moment in the ELF project, or what is the status of Estonia within ELF?
At the moment, we don't have a ELF project contract. Yes, we have negotiation going on, and there is some draft of the contract also available already, but we are not partner yet, yes, or a data provider to ELF project.
What does it mean? Negotiation are ongoing. So, are you already sharing some data? Are you giving some data to the ELF project or not?
Our deals, for example, addresses and geographical names, WFS services are freely available, and I have contact with Finnish partners that they can use those services and test those services in ELF project. I don't know the situation today. Have that tried to test those services, but there is no restriction to use those available services, even in ELF project, if we don't have yet the contract.
Okay. Thanks. Any other questions? I can see Olms is typing something. Thank you, Olms, for this.
Okay.
Okay, seems there are no more questions. If I'm not mistaken, Nikolai is typing something. I think what Michael was proposed regarding the SRI solution, it's a good point. Maybe if all of you can share and see who is using SRI solution. So if the request will come for more countries, I think it will be more strong. So
I know that Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and Poland is using, but there is more country level users. I don't have information.
It will be good to find out. Yeah. That's for sure. Okay, so I would like to thank you all. Before we close this webinar today, we already announced that next month, actually on the 25th of May, we will have Croatia and Slovenia as for a webinar. So it's just a day before our MICT virtual meeting. So next month, Croatia and Slovenia. Thank you all once again. I apologize again because of these technical issues, but at the end, I hope we got all, and of course the presentations together with recordings will be available on our webinar page. Thank you all, and yeah, have a nice rest of the day.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.